how learning for fun could definitely change your life, because it changed my life. It can change your life too. How you can do that, why you can do that, what happens if you do that. But I never took it as a failure. It was always a stepping stone. I found a new way to do something or something like that. We completely forgot to learn things for the joy. We completely forgot to ask why. It already gained a lot of confidence from it. So watching so many YouTube tutorials and playing around with so many designs, and I started getting gigs. To win the game, you will improve yourself, you will work on yourself, you will see your skills, and you will see what are your stronger skills, what are your weaker skills. Think back when you were a child exploring this world for the very first time. Do you remember the excitement of asking why a million times, the joy of discovering the new things? I definitely do remember those all moments when I was working with my dad at night, looking at the sky and asking, what is the star, what is the planets, what are the difference between planets and stars? I had millions of questions in my mind. Like, I used to have the curiosity, and I definitely know everyone used to have the same kind of curiosity. You don't worry about what you are learning. You don't worry about you have to get a job by learning that. You don't need to worry about you have to learn that to pass some exam or anything. You just learn purely for the joy. Somewhere along the way we stopped doing that. I think it may be because doing the jobs, doing countless exams in the school or something like that, we completely forgot to learn things for the joy. We completely forgot to ask why. We completely forgot to ask how that happened, why that happened, those kinds of questions. And we completely forgot learning and enjoying the process of learning it. At the moment in this world, for everyone, learning ties to grades or job or anything like that, but no one are learning for the joy. What if you reclaim that joy again? What if learning could become as enjoyable as when you were a child? Today I want to share how learning for fun could change your life in an unimaginable way. I'm not just here to talk about this. There was a time I used to really feel like learning was a burden. I used to have fear of failure. I used to have fear of judgment. I used to think when you are learning, you have to be perfect or else everyone will judge you. I used to have those all kinds of feelings. It's not you. The system actually fail you. The system make you in a way that you have to learn only when you are getting something, only when you have some kind of result. When you are doing that, this system made you like that, but that's not true. You can learn for the joy. Like, for example, when you are a kid, you started playing some games, you learn how to play the game, you learn how to win, but that doesn't give you any money, that doesn't give you any job, but you do that for the pure fun, for the pure joy. You just want to win that game, you just want to enjoy that moment with the friends. When you are doing that, you would have never thought about what others are thinking, how you were performing or anything like that. You just want to have fun, you just want to have like good time with your friends. So you learn that game and you worked on yourself and you really enjoyed it. It was really fun when you are learning. But now when you want to learn something, you need to have a reason. You need to feel like if you learn that, you would get that job. If you learn that, you will get that internship or you will achieve that goal. That's the only time everyone are learning now, but that's not the right way. You have to start having fun and learning something really new. Believe me, in my life I started doing something for fun, and rather they became my talent. Somehow I found more confidence in them and I started doing those things regularly, and I got more confidence and I started doing those things as my career. For example, if you take VFX or graphic design, those all started as fun and now they are my careers. I will go more into the story in this video, but you will understand how learning for fun could definitely change your life, because it changed my life. It can change your life too. Let's be honest, how many of you learn something just for the fun? You might be learning just because you want to get the job or you want to get that internship or you want to earn some money, something like that. You're forced to learn that because the system made you do that. The system is making you learn something just to get the job. So at the moment, I don't think anyone are really interested in learning something and having fun in that. They're just learning because they're had to learn it. Today I want to change that mindset. Together we will make learning more fun, fulfillment and transformative. Let's start with the curiosity, the spark that lights the fire. When you approach learning with the curiosity, you unlock the growth mindset. Suddenly it's not about perfect. It's about exploring and discovering something new. A few years ago, I started learning graphic design. Yes, I learned graphic design just because I had to finish one of my marketing course. I had to do the advertisement. I had to learn graphic design. I had to learn Photoshop. Yes, that's why I started it. But I could have ended doing graphic design after that. But I kept on doing it because I really enjoyed it. Because when you're doing something creative, you have so much freedom. You can get so many questions like how you can do that, why you can do that, what happens if you do that. For example, if you open Photoshop, there are so many buttons you can click and there are so many things each button can do. Even the same thing happens with Premiere Pro, After Effects or any video editing softwares or any VFX softwares. If you go to VFX software, there are so many buttons. So like there's the curiosity. When you try to do something, you will have so many options to explore, and when you're doing one thing, something will happen. When you're clicking something and some other thing will happen, you have that curiosity. What will happen if you do this? What will happen if you do this? That's the best thing about doing something creative. You have so much freedom. If you mess up something, nothing will go bad. It just increases your confidence. I just did that because I just continued doing the graphic design after my course just because I was curious. I spent hours and experimented a lot, watching so many YouTube tutorials and playing around with so many designs, and I started getting gigs. And if I didn't start exploring after my course, I wouldn't have got so many gigs. I wouldn't have got so many skills with that. It's a very important to learn for the fun. This is one of the prime example because I started learning graphic design just as fun thing, just as, oh, this is looking good, I will try this is real. Like when I finished one design, I really felt so much satisfied. So I was like, whoa, this is good. I just keep on continuing it. I was not expecting any money from it. I was not expecting any name from it or anything, but it was really good doing those days. I was really enjoying every single moment of it. But later on, I started like getting gigs. People saw me doing things. People were like, yeah, wow, you're doing good. Can you do this for us? We will pay for you. And I was like, wow, I can get money for a hobby. And I was so happy that I think my first gig was I made a logo for one of the startup, and that startup is kind of a restaurant thing. So they were doing something new and they gave me their logo. So I made the logo and I made all the brand design. I really enjoyed the whole process and I was so happy. Even though the amount is very less, I was so happy because I got some money while I'm enjoying my time doing something I really like. So I really enjoyed it. The curiosity did give me a new skill. It made me unafraid to try every new skill I can find. Curiosity may not grow your knowledge, but it grows your confidence, because when you're curious, when you're failing, you won't worry about your fail. You won't even notice that you're failing. You kept on going it. You move forward and you will see that every failure as a stepping stone. That you don't need to think like that. When you're curious, it just happens. You will only realize when you're in that moment. Because when I was doing graphic design, there were so many times I was failing. I was not doing properly, but I never took it as a failure. It was always a stepping stone. I found a new way to do something. I found a new feature to do something. I explored so many different things. So I encourage everyone to start learning with curiosity. Have something and just have questions on it, like why is it happening? How is it happening? What happens if I do it? If it's something to creative field, then it's more good because you have so much more freedom. So try it and let me know in the comments below how it's working out. When you learn for fun, you're driven by joy, not any external reward. This builds intrinsic motivation, a powerful force that fuels not just for learning, but every aspect of your life. Let's say this example, I started playing cricket when I was a kid. It's just because I started playing this just for fun, just for enjoy my time with friends, and cricket is something I can do so that I can spend more time with my friends. I started playing cricket and I started just because I want to enjoy the moments. I want to have more time with my friends. But now it's like a stressless time for me. So whenever I play cricket, I don't think about anything, and I'm so free now. Like now I'm playing cricket again. I couldn't play cricket for last 5 years or 6 years just because I had shoulder injury and COVID and all kind of stuff. But it's not the topic. I'm playing cricket. Whenever I'm playing cricket, I don't think about anything. It's really like whenever I'm stressful, if I play cricket, it relieves me from the stress. And that's something I started just for the joy, just so I can spend more time with my friends, just because it brought me so many new connections. I met so many different people just because of cricket. I'm playing with so many competitive people. I meet so many different people, and I see different characters, how they play, how they think about the game, how they get motivated, and I learn from the people. It's not just the cricket, we all are very good friends now. So just because I started playing cricket just as a fun, it gave me so many new things, and also it gave me so much motivation. So when you're playing a game, you will understand this. It will give you so much motivation, and you want to win the game. So to win the game, you will improve yourself and you will work on yourself. You will see your skills, and you will see what are your stronger skills, what are your weaker skills, and you will try to work on that weaker skills, and you will improve your stronger skills. These all are the things you can bring it to your life. These all are the things that you can apply to any other skill. Like these days my bowling was not fast, so I understood and analyzed what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, and I prioritized my strengths. I was looking at my weaknesses, and I'm trying to make sure I will bowl more my strength balls so that I can frustrate the batsman, I can irritate the batsman, I can make the batsman not settle in the greens. I'm also working on my weaknesses so I can make sure I won't bowl those weak balls again and again. So I can apply this kind of things to any of the things. I can take these skills if I'm learning some piano or something. After a few years, I understand like what's my strengths, what's my weaknesses. I can analyze the things. Like you understand what I'm talking about. Once you start learning for fun, your mind will work for you. You will just work. No one needs to tell you anything. You know what to do because your mind lets you do it. Your mind makes you work for it. When you're curious, when you're enjoying something, you will find ways to do it. That's what I'm doing with cricket. So that's what I can apply this skill to anything now. Just because I played cricket for fun, I got so many different types of skills now. I met so many different types of people now. Yeah, I'm having good time. So always do something for fun. What's something you always wanted to learn but never started just because you thought it wasn't practical? What if you allowed yourself to do that just for fun? Here's the thing, when you start learning for fun, you may face so many challenges. Maybe it feels silly at first. You might feel struggle, but reward was worth it, and they go beyond what you can imagine. Let's dive into it and see what happens if you embrace that learning as an adventure. One of the most beautiful things when you're having fun is unlocking the creativity. You will unlock a lot of creativity than you imagine when you're learning just for the fun. Let's say, for example, I started doing photography as an hobby just with my phone, but I do have a DSLR as well, but I don't use it much because I feel like phone is more better. This phone has so many different options I can explore, and it's more better quality than the DSLR I have. And let's come to the topic. I didn't realize how I changed seeing the world, and I started noticing details like how light falls, and noticing small details like noticing the texture of this small, let's say this table as an example. I can see the texture of this table and what's the design of it. And I know I'm a graphic designer, I always see these kinds of things, but learning photography just for the fun unlocked more, just because when I see something, I understand how to carry an emotion with a photo now. Like if you want to see something more dramatic kind of photo, it should be like more close up, and it should feel like you don't have much space around it and everything. It's just like you're in a prison kind of thing. But if you want to show someone more happy, someone enjoying their life or anything like that, most of the shots will be the extra long shots. because you can see more free space. You can show all the vibrant colors around the world and anything. So those kinds of things I learned from like the photography. But I started doing photography just for the fun. I never earn any kind of money from the photography. I just see, if I go out, when I see something, I just click them, and if I like them, I upload in my profile, or I don't. But I started learning so many creative things after I started doing the photography. The creativity spilled over into my work, make me think more innovatively and make me solve more different problems, thinking outside the box. And in my work, thinking creatively is more important. I'm working as a technical services operator. I work more on render farm and those kinds of stuff. I wrote some Python scripts to make things more easier. I wrote few commands which make like half an hour work into 1 second work, 2 seconds work. But those are all things I need to have different kind of logics and everything. Because I'm doing photography as a hobby, I started doing so many scripts with different type of creativity, different type of thinking. Now when I look at my old scripts, my logic is really good because I'm thinking everything so much outside of the box. I'm really happy just learning photography as fun, or some other things I'm doing in my life just for fun. I've unlocked so many different abilities in my work as well. And when you have so many hobbies, when you're learning things for fun, your mind is so relaxed. And when you are so relaxed, you get so many different ideas. Here's the truth: when there is no pressure to succeed, you are more likely to be more resilient. I took up this YouTube thing few months ago, and I was really awful when I started. If you look at my old videos, I was talking very slow. I was not confident. I was not able to look into the camera properly. But now I'm more confident. So I'm improving with every single videos. There's no one actually asking for me to do this. So I'm doing just for myself. I'm improving every single day. So this is really unlocking my true self. I didn't know that I can talk in front of camera for this much time. I'm really happy about it. I just started learning this. I started scripting. I started everything just because I want to take this as a fun. I'm definitely enjoying it. If I have a deadline, like from in 4 months, I have to get monetized, I have to get these many subscribers, I wouldn't be doing this much. I would have so much pressure. I wouldn't be taking this as fun. But now I'm taking this as fun. I'm enjoying every single video. Every single week, there's something new. Every single week. So always learn for fun, because when you're learning for fun, you're more resilient. Who knows, the thing you learn for fun can definitely become your career path as well. Because in my case, I started learning graphic design as fun, and I was doing graphic design. I just thought, let's do VFX because it's the more challenging thing. The reason I want to do more challenging thing is I'm enjoying it. So when I'm enjoying it, I will enjoy more if it's more challenging. So I started learning VFX, even though I want a job and those kinds of stuff. Whenever I'm in front of the camera, when I'm learning with the tutorials or in the class, it's all fun. It's when you are doing VFX, you feel so much fun, because all the time you always think like, what happens if you do this? What happens if you do this? Why is it happening? How is it happening? You always think like that. So it's so much fun. It's so much fun for me because I enjoy doing those things. It's very easy for me to learn very hard things, very challenging things. The reason why I'm saying is, I definitely saw so much difference when I was in class. When I was doing my internship in my final year, when so many people were struggling in doing something, I was doing with ease. And I was like, wow, this is good. I'm doing with ease just because I'm enjoying it. I was not actually thinking I have to learn this. I can get job only just if I learn this. In that way, I was just having fun. If I get the job, that's really good, but I was just having fun, and just because I'm having fun, it felt so much easier for me to learn. It's my story, so it can be your story too. So just starting learn for fun, start something new. It can be a game, or it can be like even gym. I know a few people who started gym as fun, just spend more time with their friends, and it's something healthy and everything, and they became fitness coaches and that kind of stuff. So and some are actually becoming fitness coaches now. So if you really want to learn something, learn with fun, enjoy while you are doing it, you will definitely go more far than so many other people around you. Let me share a story. I have a friend who really loves baking. She started baking just for fun, just as a hobby, and slowly, eventually, she turned it into a business. And she never thought she will make it as a business. She was just enjoying and she was just doing it for fun, and somehow she changed her mind and became business, and it was really big now, and she's enjoyed. So how good it is when you're doing something for fun and enjoying and you're earning money from it. I really feel the same way when I'm working in my VFX company. Even though I'm not in this role I really want to be at the moment, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm really having really good time. Even with this YouTube, I don't know, like my longer goals are different. I'm not worried about it as long as I'm learning something new. I'm learning every single day, and I'm so happy about it now, just because how much improvement I made. When I'm doing this video, I can feel the confidence, I can feel how much I grew, and I'm really happy about it. I can't even control how happy I am. I'm smiling the whole time. So I'm really happy, even though like I don't know if I will ever earn money or not, but I'm really happy because I already gained a lot. I already gained a lot of knowledge from it. I already gained a lot of confidence from it. So I'm happy. So like it can happen to you as well. Like you can start something for fun and it can become your career path, and you will enjoy every single day. Oh, I know so many people who are just doing the job just because they had to do a job and they're not enjoying their life. They don't even know what they are doing in life. When I see those kinds of people, I always feel so happy because I'm doing something I really like and I'm definitely enjoying it. Every skill you gain builds confidence, whether it's learning dance or whether it's playing chess or paint or anything. It always builds some kind of confidence in you. I once tried learning like coding, like Python. When I started it, I don't have that much confidence, but I gave myself a project and I started learning it. I really enjoyed the whole process and I'm really enjoying now. That gave me a lot of confidence for me to do VFX now, because when you are doing the coding, you will have to think in a different way, and that way of thinking will give you so much confidence when you are doing VFX. Because when in VFX, I think no one knows about it. It's not just creative, it's technical plus creative. You need to have similar kind of logical sense and also the creative side of the brain. So before I used to have the creative side of the brain, but I didn't have much logical side of the brain. But after learning this coding, I'm more confident now. So every skill matters. Every skill will help you at some point in your life. So everything happens for a reason. So everything you learn for a reason. So don't take anything for easy. Try to learn as much as possible. What would happen if you give yourself permission to fail? How could you grow? Like when you are learning something for fun, you definitely don't see it as a failure. You will see it as a fun. Believe me, you will definitely see it as a fun. I'm like the prime example of it. And if you're learning something for fun, you can become the example. You can feel what I'm feeling now. Like for example, I'm doing this YouTube. I'm doing from like almost by the time this video is uploaded to the YouTube, it will be more than 6 months. My subscriber count may not increase or anything. Even though I'm not taking them as a failure, I'm taking them as success. I'm taking them as steps forward, because I'm learning so many different things. I'm learning so many different methods. I'm learning so many different techniques. I'm learning so many different things like who, connection, information, cushion, and those all kinds of stuff. So you will never feel it as a failure. Believe me. When you associate learning with the fun, it becomes a lifelong habit. I have seen so many people learning just for fun, met new friends, got new opportunities, changed their career paths, and all that kinds of stuff. So I have seen it, and I'm one of the examples. Like I started learning graphic design, these kinds of things just for fun, and that is my career path now. And YouTube is kind of like that. It's a creative field. That's why they are YouTube influencers called as creators. So it is a creative field, and I still feel like I'm doing this YouTube just because I started learning graphic design like 7 years or 80. I don't remember the exact time, but those many years ago. If I didn't do that, I don't think I wouldn't be doing YouTube now. I wouldn't even get this idea. So learn just for fun. You will find so many new opportunities, so many new friends. If you see, like, I started playing cricket for fun, and now I met so many different types of people just because of cricket. I have so many friends from cricket now. Fun learning often takes you into new worlds, new cultures, new ideas, new perspectives. For example, if you are learning a different culture through its food and history, you will learn different perspective about the people. You will learn the deeper appreciation for its people. So learning is always good. You will get some kind of empathy when you're learning some different types of things. So here's my challenge: to pick something you really want to learn from so long. It can be impractical, or you might think it's not possible. Just pick it, dive so deep into it, let it surprise you, frustrate you, irritate you, and ultimately transform you. Because when you are learning for fun, you're not just gaining the skills, you're gaining life with creativity, growth, and curiosity. What's stopping you to start from today? What would your life look like if you started today? Have fun, learn with joy, embrace the failures. Instead, feel it like a task. Instead of feeling it like a task, learn it as something you're doing for just fun. And the first step is waiting for you. Just take it. And if you like this video, you know the drill. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. I will come back soon.